Hey y'all, today we're in the area formerly known as Blue Springs in Land Between the Lakes in Stewart County, Tennessee. We're going to see the original Boyd Cemetery, the former Boyd House location, the well, and the home known as Graveyard Place. One of the saddest things about the dam project was that so many graves had to be moved. They had to be relocated to higher ground and away from the area that would be permanently flooded. The original Boyd Cemetery was completely relocated in 1942 for the dam and the creation of Kentucky Lake. There is a cemetery sign for it, however, to mark the original location of the cemetery. I think these daffodils were originally planted at graves. There were two homes in this area. One was the main farmhouse called the Boyd House, and a smaller tenant farmer house called the Graveyard Place. And I was told that this foundation was a newer barn and not part of either of these houses, possibly a TVA barn. In this book by Clyde Lyon, he talks about growing up in the area, and for a time they lived at the Graveyard Place. I believe these daffodils are where that house was located. There's so many of them, and they're so pretty in person. Clyde said it was called the Graveyard Place because the Boyd Cemetery was directly behind it. The water in the background is a bay now that was just a creek back then. Back to that newer foundation. If anyone watching is familiar with the area and knows what this possibly could have been, please leave me a comment and let me know. These look like foundation stones, possibly from the Graveyard Place. Now I'm going to look for the Boyd House and the old Boyd Well. This photo of the Boyd House was taken around 1900. The Boyds are seated in front and are with their in-laws, the McCraws and the Gorhams. The house was built around 1810 as a block house with hourglass-shaped loopholes for firing out of in case of Indian attacks. The first owner was Abel Alexander, who received the land from a land grant. There were two other owners. Then in 1851, James Boyd purchased the property, and he added on more rooms. And the original part is on the left, and you can see the difference in the roof line. This is from a cemetery cleaning. I'm also looking for the stone well. That's over 200 years old. And this is a photo from 2019 by Dennis Mills. But first I had to go down to the water and have a look around. Okay, back to the search for the well. Lily and I walked down this game trail, and this area is super overgrown with invasive privet, and it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, really. I'd been told that the well was covered by a fallen tree, And I'd looked for a while, and I was about to give up when I decided to look under one last tree. And this is the well that we're looking for. And I know it's hard to see, but this is the well. We found it. It is completely covered up now by trees, but I could see it with my eyes, but the camera just won't show it. But I did have to throw a rock in for the splash. It is such a shame that this well is covered up by these trees. I wish we could uncover it and have it protected and named as a heritage site. I never did find the exact location of the Boyd house. I did find some foundation stones stacked up, but and it may have been closer to the edge of the field. I'm really not sure, but it was somewhere in this general area. Okay, let's head down to the Boyd Memorial Cemetery, where the cemetery was relocated to and where the Boyds are buried. This is the grave of E.J. Boyd, born May 31st, 1821, died December 22nd, 1906, at the age of 85. This is his wife, Anna Carolyn Gray Boyd. She was born October 15th, 1830, and died April 27th, 1910, at the age of 79. And this is their photo, taken in the late 1800s. I hope y'all enjoyed a little history on the Boyds of Blue Springs. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.